Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim Ex-Shia. Come to save these Muslims, but they won't. Some of them are such filthy, shameless liars. We won't know their name, who their mother is, dirty, filthy liars, mother, father, how they are brought up. Look at this. As Muslims to lie like this, dirty, put like Imam Jafar Sadiq said, who liars, but it's Allah. Imam Jafar Sadiq said lying is like putting your hand in the wastage, like the human waste. Something to that effect, if I remember properly, the narration, riwayat of my sixth Imam. But they don't see how their Allah has forgiven the liars, overlooked with grace, favored. And this coward Muslim, coward, he's hiding his name. Why? Why is this coward Muslim? Doesn't even say whether he's from Pakistan, Philippines, or Dubai, Arab country. And look at his style, like the style of a sadistic, masochistic. When he makes love to that poor woman, right? God knows how he's, or F, a wife. I feel sorry for her. He has a masochistic personality, tantalizing, lying. His wife will be gaslit by this dirty, filthy, shameless Muslim liar. Maybe his father did the same thing to his mother and he's watched it. So he's done the same thing. So how can we take action when these bloody, filthy Muslim liars, dirty, are rich and they have the wealth behind them? Sick, as if he was reading the history. Exploitation. These are criminal rapists. Masochistic, sadistic, Muslim, Arab. Look at it. Maybe an Arab. Beating their wives and enjoying it. They love every tear that falls from our eyes. Every pain they give us. They enjoy that. These psychopaths. Muslim psychopaths they are. Criminals. Before they kill us like this, with their dirty, filthy, stinking lies. Has he read from his mother's cunt that the Bani Aus and the Bani Khazraj dominated Yathrib? Did he go into his filthy mother's stinking, lying cunt? Enough is enough. Harry, Muslim cunt. Mostly frequented cunt. The most frequented house, haram. Talking about Masjid al-Haram. Look at how he's changed, deviated himself. Which Arab, rich Arab, which Philippine rich is backing you? Filipino. Now these Muslim Arabs have made Filipinos Muslims here. You have to work, so you have to do hijab here. The poor Christians, Muslims. Filipino. This is the way, like, what kind of a mother will he have? He has. Because it's the effect. They say it's not the father so much as the mother. It's upbringing. Moreover, God has given them on a silver golden platter. Beat your wives. Made them psychopaths. Look at how they talk like this is gaslighter. Thanks to the inspiration hub, when an empath is angry, 10 things narcissists never see coming. Bren Brown. What's the use of getting angry at these who enjoy, who provoke? We have these sick, we had unfortunately in this Islam. I mean, this is more than a narcissist, psychopath. Look at his style. How he's exploited, like confused me about the history that I was told by the Shias also, that Yathrib, I've read in Muhammad the Haikal, life history, Martin Ling's also, Yathrib was Jews, city, must have read in other books, Islamic books. Which book came out of his mother's womb? Dirty, right? That he's read this history from. Where's that? Zahra Live. There it is. Now look at this. The exact word you are showing me, I'm showing you a relevant other usage of it. Relevant? Where did you read the relevant other usage? In your mother's? Is it relevant? The Quran is read by Arabs. We revealed it in Arabic, yes. Yes, you are an Arab. So the words of the Quran are understood by Arabic readers, yes. By you as an Arab, they explain the meanings of haram. It is not just an edict in the language. No, Arab. Yes, you Arab, an Arab like you Arab Muslims, you say everything haram in haram. Yeah? This haram, that haram. Just casually using the word. You even have no fear of Allah. Haram. No fear of Allah. Haram. Arabs say haram. No fear of Allah. Harami. Yani he's harami. He has no fear of Allah, you Arab. Look, he has no fear of Allah. Take a moment to think about your argument. The Prophet always gets halal, haram edicts from Allah. He hasn't even spelled Allah properly here. All of a sudden, he thinks honey. You're from your mother. You know, Prophet Muhammad was having Zainab's honey. That is why it was stinking. And these poor two wives wanted to say that you have put your mouth on Zainab where the honey was coming out. Read your hadith. Or go to Christian Prince, he will straighten you up, right? You take a moment to think why honey was smelling bad. And he couldn't tell Aisha and Hafsa that Aisha, honey doesn't smell bad. Because in the hadith he has said, taste he calls this honey, woman's. Taste the woman's honey. Hadith. Come here, you Arab from Dubai. Until you taste her honey. This is the honey. And this is the honey. That's why when Aisha was ashamed, she said, you had honey at Zainab's place, right? And your tafsir, religious scholars and Shias and all this, don't look at Sunan Abi Dawud, 2309, narrated Aisha, Ummul Mu'mineen, the messenger of Allah, the goddess, one of the goddesses, these goddesses. She has exposed Prophet Muhammad in Surah Tahrim, we see. Even the Shias couldn't get this. The Messenger of Allah was asked about a man who divorced his wife 3 times. And she married another. And I'm not doing this to bash only the Sunnis, yeah? It's for the Shias also to see. Yeah. Enemy of Allah, enemy of Rasulullah, Lanatullah, this, that, Aisha, and others, hypocrites. No. Aisha, may Allah, the polytheist, Allah blessed very much. No matter how much you say lanat to her, she turned out to expose Prophet Muhammad, a false prophet. She succeeded exposing Prophet Muhammad, a false prophet. And the Shia said, no, we will not take this. Aisha was bad. So this is how I come to Sunan Abi Dawud. Not to bash Sunni Islam only, and to take it out. So everyone becomes Shia. Every Muslim becomes a Shia. And that's why I didn't even give my hand to the Christians to help me. Alone I stand. Not even the Hindus. You see? That's why, like apostate Imam even saying against Christians now, he's had Robert Spencer and all this come to him. They will not come here, Robert Spencer and all. They are scared. Of Al-Fadi and Padi and all that. Rob Christian, Adam Seeker and Sam Shaman, they were so scared of me, they cancelled me. Adam Seeker was saying, Sam Shaman, these Christians, they've put to strip your self-esteem. Agar aapko apni izzatein chahiye. In Urdu, he's saying when Sam Shaman was there. इधर नहीं आए अगर आपको अपनी इज्जतें चाहिए. अरे, these poor Muslims going there, Pakistani, against Sam Shaman. Even I went against Sam Shaman, saying you have made a mistake here. That's why he called me a troll and she's not a Christian. When did I say I was a Christian? He called me whore, little whore on Facebook. He's got Malik. right? Here, taste honey. So this is honey, not that honey you. Oh my God, Shias, your prophet here is right. Aisha is right about the prophet. That's why he couldn't say to her that honey doesn't smell bad. Because what Aisha was referring to is you taste her honey. Until she tastes the honey of the other husband and he tastes her honey. Now, where is the honey coming from? Abdullah Samira said honey doesn't smell bad. But the Prophet never said, oh Aisha, you are lying because honey doesn't smell bad. She asked, do you have any, please? No. She asked, multilingual Quran. Zainab पर है वक्त ये कैसा. Only Imam Ali's daughter, greetings ma'am, good morning. KXL 7,777. What's your name? Greetings, sir. Multilingual Quran, let's see. You see why can't your religious scholars, Mullah Sadra, philosophers, and Sunni from Ibn Arabi, and I have Ibn Arabi's book at home in Karachi. Honey, metaphorical. You are KL, okay? Metaphorical. Yeah, that's what Aisha was referring to. But the Shias also don't get it. These didn't get it. Big Shia religious scholars with that, you know how important the intellect is. Where's that multilingual Quran? God knows where it is. These Shias, oh, multiple. No, sorry, I cannot trust you because you lied to me. You have lied. And then you put it on me, you gaslight me. That, no, you didn't. Look at these Shias. My goodness. Honey doesn't. Honey. Oh, yeah, Surah Tahrim. The Holy Prophet used to drink a glass of honey syrup whenever he visited the apartment of Zainab, as if no other but Zainab has honey. And why does Zainab has honey? Right? Aisha and Hafsa became resentful. That's what it is really. And Aisha devised a plot, knowing the Holy Prophet's dislike of unpleasant smells, really. She held her nose when he came to her apartment after drinking a glass of honey syrup prepared by Zainab and accused him of having eaten the produce of very ill-smelling tree. Ye Shia be like, what kind of people are you? There are some Gujarati Shias and all this, right? Like, what kind of people are you? Yeah, man. What are you saying, KL? Now again, this KL is Baba, Shia. You want to defend the Shias? You want to defend the Shias? अभी ये टांग अड़ाने किया. I'm not Muslim, Zahra man. Yeah, but I know you Hindus help the Shias a lot, right? Anita Rai. So what if you're not a Muslim? Again, this kind of way. I know you're not a Muslim, you're not even a Hindu. You have left your religion, your dharma, your everything. Are you Gujarati? Maybe you have a friend, Shia friend? Anita Rai is not a Muslim. Hindu. In London, UK. What, has she written? Huh? You don't know? You haven't said anything. You are a very So, हम कुछ नहीं बोला. हम कभी झूठ ही नहीं बोलता है, एग्जैजरेट ही नहीं करता है. बदबख्त किधर के आ जाते हैं ऐसे. Who knows? What's your name? What's your name? Who knows you are a Shia hiding? Huh? Too much has happened. Stop it now. Karan. And L stands for? हमें बना के चूतिया बना रहे हो आयतों पे. कमाल तो नहीं है. कमाल ललवानी. इस्माइली तो नहीं हो. इस्माइली वाइफ तो नहीं है. कीप द डिकोरम, कीप द डिकोरम. उधर मुझे कह रहे हो. अरे झूठ नहीं बोलो. अल्लाह के पास जाना है. सिंधी हिंदू. Lalwani. I've known Sindhi. Lalani. You are from Sindh, Pakistan. तौबा करो. ये शिया देखो क्या बेखैरत बदबख्त किधर के. इतना झूठ. ना जानते हैं कुछ. तुम इस्माइली ज्वाइन करो. शिया इस्माइली. Based in the Middle East from India. Sindh is Pakistan. Oh, you're based in the Middle East, yeah. Oh, you're Sindhi Hindu from India. Okay. You're not in Sindh. I thought you were in Pakistan. Gujarati? Sindhi. Ah, so you know Sindhi. But if you are not a Muslim, look at Anita Rai. how she has praised this. And what lies. I mean, the light of Muhammad, essential woman. Huh? You have made difficult life, lied about the Quran ayats, lied, exaggerated. The essential woman. And, I think you are helping the Shias. That's why. You take me to all these Sunni hadiths, you've lied about the Quran, testing me. I'm not going to take your lies here. So please be honest and don't exaggerate, okay? We will keep the decorum, but before that, you keep your honesty. Because you don't have honesty, I cannot trust you. Please be honest. Don't lie. X, X. What did you tell me? Keep the decorum. Why don't you be honest? Huh? Hindu. She's Hindu. Lady Zainab, God willing. I didn't get a book from her, I ordered. For free, she's from Pakistan. On a Shia deceptive website. No, I don't take any blessings and sorry. You're a liar. Go away. Can't trust you ever. Telling me to keep the decorum? You people can lie so cunningly, slyly about the Quran ayats. Expect us to just take your lies about the Quran ayats. Good riddance to bad rubbish. I don't take blessings or anything from liars like you. KL. Never come here. Who is Anita Rai? They got Bhagya. Ran away. Decorum, fraudulent, evader. Anita Rai, the Hindu woman. No, I'm not a Muslim. अरे तुम लोग इतना झूठ क्यों बोलते हो? शर्म करो शर्म. शिया बेगैरत बदबख्त कहेंगे. लानत है अल्लाह की तुम पे. इतना झूठ. झूठ पे झूठ, liars. Shia liars, Hindu atheists. क्या बचा है? Sunni liars, Christian liars. कहाँ से आ जाते हैं? बैन कर दो इसको. And how this Shia has lied. This Shia Arab. मुझे कहता है कि this Indian Shia tells me to keep the decorum at Fatima X. Himself, a liar, telling me, look who's talking. Disturb करके. Where's that? Khazraj. Shia. You, of course, Imam Hussein has proven how true Islam and Prophet Muhammad is, right? No, you cannot make Allah's haram halal. Oh, really? Makruh means disliked. This is a Shia. मुझे ऐसा गुस्सा आता है इन शियाओं पे जब ये ऐसे आते हैं सुन्नी बन के या जब इंडियन बन के आते हैं. कमाल लालानी, पाकिस्तानी शिया तो नहीं हो, गुजराती. Safety alert. What do you care for any safety of any people? Khazraj or don't call me sister. I cannot be your sister, a liar's sister. I cannot be, and the one who gaslights. He was a shy. Yeah, it comes from yes. Oh, I can see how well you have researched, how unbiased way you have done your research, really. I have always said it literally means forbidden. Oh, where's the Surah Hashr ayat I was showing? Then he says, or just before showing Surah Hashr ayat, he couldn't see this, right? What Allah has cast terror into their hearts. I don't know how they read the Quran ayats. What goes in accordance with the Imam's sayings and interpretations. Really, what kind of people they are? If he knew all things as you want him to do, see, now as you want him to do, ये तो शिया लगता है, शिया बिल्कुल असक्लन है इधर. looks like, sounds like a Shia, sounds like Saqlan Heather. He would be good, right? So, not as I want him to do, as the Quran ayat say, that Allah sends knowledge to him through revelation, right? So, he should know how to act. Surah Najm ayat, he should know how to act. For God's sakes, who is talking through me? Who do I sound like? I mean, today also safety alert and all. They're playing with lives, really. Playing. Should he not know how he should have acted? Allah sends revelations to Prophet Muhammad, so knowledge should come from the revelation that comes to him from Allah. The knowledge that comes to him from Allah should be in the revelation to tell him how to act with his wives. Like, is this the way as you want him? If he knew all things as you want him to do, but as the Shias would want him to be infallible, like what? Look at this. As you want him to do. Do I want him to do anything? This prophet, I would stay away from this prophet. Me, my life for me, live, and let's live, right? It's either his way or the highway for everyone. For the Christians, Jews, whoever opposes him, turns away from his religion at that time. As you want him to do, as he should have done, because Allah says in Surah Najm, through Surah Najm, you see, I take the Quran ayats, not as I want him to do. So this is your way of putting words in my mouth, gaslighting, and saying that, oh, you know what you mean by this? You know what you mean by this? Like as I would want him to do? Without even saying you are arrogant, demanding, ordering, or you expect too much out of him. You have said it in this way, put it. No, we the unbiased researchers, the true honest researchers, don't want him to do anything. Or what he wants to do, he can do. But at least stay away from our, the Yathribs, Jews, Christians, polytheists. Not as I want him to do. He wants everyone to do what he wants them to do and believe in. And what does Allah want him to do? We have to see that. If a psychologist is here, good God, they'll put the blame on me. Because I'm repeating myself, I can't take these kind of, because the psychologist doesn't know what I've been through. Maybe we'll never know. As I want him to do. Surah Najm ayat. Allah tells us that he doesn't even speak out of his desire, that this is a revelation. And what does the revelation contain? It contains knowledge. And also it should contain the knowledge for him to act in this certain circumstance. In a certain circumstance, like with his wives, annoying wives. Not as I want him to act. This is our proper research. Blaming the other person, what you expect from him. No, what the Quran ayat says and what the Quran ayats, what Allah has told us that this messenger should be doing, right? Not what I want him to do. So you see, a mother son are like this, right? The questioning like this. This shows that there's dishonesty. They blame others. They take lives. They want to take out blood of others. They want to blame the other person. You want him to act like this. Come here, you coward. No, as expected that he should act through the Quran ayats. Or no? As Allah told us he would act. Because if your servant is heart did not, all this, you can't get this blaming us, blaming me. Where's that ayat? I don't want to touch these lies. Satanic verses. Look at your style. It is pathetic. You're insinuating by saying this way, putting it this way to me. And I don't use my orders against Prophet Muhammad or my expectations. That's not my style. That wasn't my style. My style is through the Quran ayats what he's expected and how he's expected to act. Allah tells us here how to put it in the right way. I have perhaps many, then these Pakistanis and these people will come here and laugh like Ali Sheikh's Muslim. They themselves are psychopaths. Like Zalmi from Peshawar. ये लोग इतना निजिस यूरिनेट किया है कि इन्होंने पेशावर को पेशावर कह दिया, ज़ल्मी जैसे. एशियो ये तो पता हम तेरी क्या बात करें. Sorry, I'm copying Shabab al-Mu'mineen. Noha. Your own Noha I'm copying and distorting. Shio. श्योर तुम लोग इतने तेज लोग हो तो सुन्नियों को क्यों, why are you blaming the Sunnis? You don't have that much? What wickedness you have! शर्म नहीं आती है हुसैन की मजलिस में और दूसरों को हर्ट करते हो और इतने हार्ड हार्टेड कि देख नहीं सकते हो सच्चाई तुम लोगों में जो कवर है खुद अपनी आंखों से निकालो वो कवर के सुन्नियों को बोल रहे हो टेलिंग द सुन्नीज What is expected of him from this ayat? No, my mother didn't teach me how your mother has taught you, or which religious scholar, Shia religious scholar, has taught you this way. Surah Najm ayat 3. Nor does he say of his own desire. Now you can say, or right? No. Shias. Nor does he say of his desire, right? What does al-hawa? But he says out of what, like? Then that he was better than Allah to go and prohibit himself. Huh? He was such a great husband he was as a husband. So tell me, Shias, forget the Sunni. Forget what the Sunni say. Tell me, Shias tell me. Nor does he say any Saklan Heather, Taimur. I have Saklan Heather Shia. Ismaili Shia come. Not as a Hindu, yeah? Isn't it Lalwani? Karan Lalwani. Okay, you've taken one and Lalwani. Let me see, Middle East. Hotel में. Oh God. Addicted with booze. Oh God. There is Lalwani. Marks and clerks. खुदा जहाँ पे ये काम कर रहा है God help. Are you in Dubai? Oh God help me. Working, contributing. Oh, I had this kind of a man here. Image. Is this him? God knows. Or maybe this guy. But I had someone like, I thought it was a monster here. Monstrous. But then, oh God. Maybe it looks like a sick or something. Karan Lalwani, Hyundai and Genesis UAE. This one, LinkedIn. I don't know. So, oh my God, can you believe this? Guess a junk I have. Okay, I have to move from. I don't want to live in Dubai. Although I wish I could go away. I wish I could leave. I'm stuck here. Is there any country that is a true honest country? Honest country. Where there are no Indians, honest country, let's say. True honest country. Can I move there? Can you accept me? I'm not well. High trust. Consistently include Nordic nations like Denmark, Finland, Sweden, got Norway, Singapore, New Zealand. I've been to Singapore. Now who will take me as a refugee? Finland, known for transparency, strong governance, and high trust. Now, Baba, there here, no Indians were there, no Pakistani Muslims. But honest countries. They're known for Middle East countries like UAE, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia are noted for low crime and high public safety. But individual safety and honesty. Honesty is lacking, and truthfulness. Denmark, number 1. Least corrupt. I want to go to but I don't think I have any. So either die or saving them. God, I can't live with Indians. Too much fraud. Indian and Shia also very bad. Hey, Shia, Iran, human rights. Hey, terrible, horrible, sick. Terrible. Sick country. Torture, discrimination, severe restrictions. This is Shia, Islam. Shia Republic. Freedom of assembly. Torture, Iranian court, sick, disgusting. Rights of ethnic and religious minorities. The government discriminates against certain religious and ethnic minorities, including Sunni Muslims, Baha'is, Christians, Kurds, and Balochis. The Baha'i community faces systematic persecution, including arbitrary detention, property confiscation, and exclusion from higher education. While Twelver Shia Islam is the official religion, human rights violations. Who can stop these crazy people, really? The extremists. Who will stop them? The more you say, the more they do this. Very stubborn people. Shias also. Protests such as the Women Life Freedom Movement, Jinnah Mahsa Amini. Oh, God. Discrimination, violence against women and girls. The government hasn't. Too much, yes. This will kill me now if I read aloud this. दबा दबा कैसे लोगे? So, oh my God, say God. कितने stubborn है शियास भी और बहरीन हाँ इतना डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अपने ये शिया पाकिस्तानी और ये तो like what kind of people are you? उधर कोई संजीव neither an Irani knew what is Panjatan Pak Ahlul Bayt. Or they have this very strict people and the women are sick and tired of this, really. Brother. Excuse me. Not that anyone cares. You see, पागलों की तरह Muharram में after Hussein, my boy Hussein, my boy Hussein. शहीद करबला हुसैन, शहीद करबला हुसैन. मातम करेंगे. Hussein, my boy Hussein, my boy Hussein. शहीद करबला हुसैन. बस या हुसैन, बस या हुसैन. Hussein, my boy Hussein. What nonsense is this? शैतान ने इनको इसमें रख दिया. Humanity. No oppression, no zulm. Hussein, my boy Hussein, my boy Hussein. शहीद करबला हुसैन, शहीद करबला हुसैन. अली अकबर. ज़ैनब की चादर. सकीना. यजीद के दरबार में. माता कनीजी में. Can't hear. Keep the decorum. Keep the decorum. Kill, yeah. You show your real face, Rumi says, then we will behave ourselves. You expect us to behave ourselves? How I became a madman, Khalil Gibran. सकीना कनीजी में. Abbas, 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 ya Abbas. Mazlum Sakina, Mazlum Sakina. Ya Abbas, ya Abbas, ya Abbas, Abbas, yes, Abbas. Sakina, Sakina. Sakina. बच्चों को भी प्यास परिंदों को भी पानी दो पॉलिटीज लेकिन मुशरिक तुम लोग परिंदों को पानी तुम लोग तो पिलग्रिमेजेस को भी पानी नहीं दे सकते हो इस अल्लाह ने कहा है this Allah has said to the polytheists in the Quran ayat. Look at these desires, look at these desires. They are tun, tipsy, drunk. मुझे तो वो शराब चाहिए जो करबला में मिलती है करबला के आंसुओं से हम पिएंगे शराब साकिया और पिला और पिला और पिला साबरी ब्रदर्स करबला में मिलती है जो हुसैन ने पी थी keep the decorum. Oh, sister Zainab, don't cry like a Politis woman. Child, ignorant woman. And those who no longer expect menstruation among your women. If you die, oh, Imam Tawhidi, you know, because the Politis used to kill their little girls when there was a battle or war alive. I mean, bury them alive, infant. So that's why God brought this ayat to save. Like now, when the now this, but this didn't go on forever, right? It was only for that time. If it is true that what this ayat says, there are two dissenting views on this, or opinions, or tafsir, whatever you may call it, right? Explanation. Now you can choose which explanation. Husband, the ruling concerning pregnancy applies also. In the case of, yeah. If you doubt, then their period is 3 months, and also those who have not menstruated. Who are those who have not menstruated? Let's go to Surah Talaq, Ayat 4. Surah Talaq, Ayat 4. Let's go to, yes, here we are. Those who have not menstruated. Maududi the word saghat in the, swerve and become crooked. And Prophet, yeah. What's this? So much, what is this? God knows what this is. If a father abuses, he's come to the point here. Maudud is, I don't know, not coming to the point. Based upon the ayah. The same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation. See, and this one, see Surah Baqarah 228. The same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation. Divorce. Their iddah is 3 months like those in menopause. This is the meaning of his saying. What? Who have not yet menstruated. Iddah. There are two opinions. First is the saying of a group of the Salaf, like Mujahid, Az-Zuhri, if you have doubt, and Ibn Zayd. That is, if they see blood and there's doubt if it is menstrual blood or not. The second is that if you do not know the ruling in this case, then this is more obvious meaning. Uh, those in menopause, when the ayah of Surah Baqarah was revealed, prescribing the iddah of divorce, some people in Al-Madinah said, there are still some women whose iddah has not been mentioned in the Quran. There are the young, the old, whose menstruation is discontinued, and the pregnant. Later on, this ayah was revealed. For those who are pregnant and for agreement, majority of scholars, Salaf and generations, later generations. This is based upon the Honorable Ayah. What is mentioned? 40 day baby. What? Give, no, this one delivered pregnant women. For those who are pregnant, what? No. This is based on the Honorable Ayah. What is mentioned in the prophetic Sunnah. Al Bukhari recorded that Abu Salama said a man came to Ibn Abbas while Abu Huraira was sitting with him and said, give me your verdict regarding a lady who delivered a baby 40 days after the death of her husband. Where this is. Ibn Abbas said her iddah period. Why am I going in the Sunni? Because hardly anything is given in the Shia. Here, dealing. Someone is. Yes. Oh, this verse one. Uh, or irregular or carry life in the womb certificate. Gives what he is given by Allah and those who are in need come to him. Oof, a waiting period. Allah's command. For the waiting period. Who will help me? I'm suffocating here. Oh, look at this. I would not take. This is the way to talk. This is the way to discuss. Guide. I would not take. I mean, what kind of. Who is this person? Arab? Is an Arab? I would not take that if it is not graded authentic. As far as the soul guiding, what is for you authentic? Oh, what is graded authentic? What did I show? No, no, you are. I don't mean we witness God Himself with the eyes. Okay, what else has He said? I would not take the. No, don't take it. Guides who He wills, leads astray who He wills. Os. No, Hazrat. No, you Shia's Black Panther? You want me to go to Adam Seeker, that Battami's rude man? खुदा ने अब तक ऐसे इसका लानत है ऐसे माँ उसकी माँ को जिसने ऐसा बेटा पैदा किया है शर्म नहीं आती है ऐसी माँ को मदर you Shias want me to go to Adam Seeker that Battamis doesn't know what respect is rude man he must be a son of a rude woman Punjabi he doesn't know he's bashing Sunni Bekhairat. Hiding. Who is this Adam Seeker, you know? Black Panther Shia? He's the son of a rude woman. Would you agree that Allah has to first will for you to do something? Okay, I do not know your condition until I. If I may say something, I'm not trying to be offensive. I am proficient in English, and I would say that it is in the intuitive reading of the text. Yes, yes, you are very proficient. That's why, when Allah has said, and of the text which Maududi explains, no, I know you are a Shia. I believe an English teacher could easily explain this. And what would an English teacher easily explain, right? This ayat that I showed you, Surah Qiyamah, yeah, ayat 18. Oh, and your English, yeah. No, no. And the Ismailis have said, English scholars, right? Foreigners on this Quran style. Oh, so kitab does not mean a textbook, written book. So from the Quran style, kitab means, you see, what the Ismailis say from the Quran style. Why don't you take that from the Ismailis? Huh? Now, what would the Angrez English, hello, English teacher here? Anyone? Any English teacher who is so very proficient, very, very proficient in English and also Arabic, yeah? Arabic, and also the style of the Quran. So here Allah is saying we recite when we recite the Quran first. So anyone who is not only proficient in English, but also proficient in the style of the Quran, and who has uh, missed, have you missed the deceptive style of Allah, the unjustified style of Allah against the polytheists, where maybe Ismailis would just take these ayats to mean idol worshippers who worship idols, and take it in a very narrow sense of just idol worshipping, meaning murti, idol worshipping, not associating others with Allah in the sense, what's the style of the Quran? The Ismailis said even these foreigners have a different style. I've said that the Quran has a different style of the a different meaning for kitab than it being a book, than it being a book. Where in the world is that ayat? ये कोई शैतान शिया शैतान तो नहीं आ गया? Oh, I mean Shia jinn, Jafar. Now, yeah, and so the style of the Quran is when Allah is saying when we recite it, then follow its recitation, meaning through Gabriel, right? Okay, that you would say, but then, then isn't this Sharik Allah? But the Ismaili, what would they say on Ismailis? What do Ismailis say? Ismaili on polytheism in Islam. And before I go there, on kitab. So, what is the meaning of the kitab? Why is the Imam of the time called speaking Quran or speaking book, kitab of God? Indeed, I'm leaving among you, this is the last sermon of Prophet Muhammad. Summary, just want to see. The Quran text did not exist when the Prophet made the statement. In fact, the word Kitab Allah in the Quran means the decree of God. Surah 2 ayat 101, Surah 3 ayat 23, Surah 4 ayat 24, Surah 5 ayat 44, Surah 8 ayat 75, Surah 9 ayat 36, Surah 18 ayat 27, Surah 30 ayat 56, Surah 33 ayat 6, Surah 35 ayat 26. In reality, the Prophet is declaring that God's kitab, meaning continuous guidance, knowledge and authority, all indicated by the term Kitab Allah, will always remain fused with his Ahlul Bayt and progeny on earth until the end of the world, even though the prophethood. Now, where do they say? Another thing. Most people believe, most Muslims believe that the Kitab Allah means the Quranic text in the form of a book. However, the Prophet recited the Quran as purely oral recitations. Moreover, who else? Abdul Aziz Satyadina. Okay, this is their Ismailia. If you want to bring an English teacher here to teach me the style of the Quran and all this, or the meaning of the ayat in the English way, as you are more proficient, but you know that you, according to even 12 Shias, don't know that the kitab doesn't mean the book. But Ismaili Shia, it means, it doesn't, oh, sorry, the kitab means the book. We have big foreigners here. Ah, here it is. None of the above meanings of kitab as used in the Quran mean physical text or physical book. According to a thorough semantic analysis of the Quran carried out by non-Muslim Quranic study scholars like J. Feigenbaum, Daniel A. Madigan, and Nikolai Sinai. Got big names here, religious scholars, non-Muslim, and they've thoroughly studied the semantic according to a thorough semantic analysis on the Quran, on the semantic analysis of the Quran. So you are very proficient in English. You want to call in an English teacher here? How fair it would be. Which means, so they have studied it thoroughly. The Quranic word kitab in the context of divine revelation stands for, I mean, do I have to scream it out loud when you can't? Stands for divinely authorized guidance and not a physical book. This is proven by how the verb kataba, which means to write, is used in the Quran whenever God is the agent of the verb kataba, to write. How can God write? The meaning of the verb is always to prescribe. Because God is not giving it to you in writing form. How can your Allah write? That's why they have put it like this, right? Whenever God is the agent of the verb kataba, meaning write, to write, the meaning of the verb is always to prescribe or to decree or to determine, because God is not writing this. And never to physically write anything. Surah 2 ayat 216, Surah 9 ayat 51. How much do we have to? How many times do I have to? like, I've already done this. So God cannot write, but the pen writes. Qalam, Surah Qalam. Good God. Prescribe or to decree. How can God be writing for you? So whenever it comes to God in the Quran, on the verb kataba, to write, doesn't mean that God is writing. So that's why here they have to take it as on this, that it means kataba means to prescribe, to decree, or to determine, and never to physically write anything. How many ayats are there that I can't even read out now? My tongue is hurting. Thus, the word kitab, as used in the Quran, is very expansive and broad. Kitab properly means divine authoritative command. Because when you see in these ayats, Allah writing, or Allah prescribing, or Allah decreeing, Allah writing mercy on Himself, or Allah inscribing mercy on Himself, can't even be inscribed. The Quran, the Quran's very claim to authority rests on this being a simple, unique, vocal, and integral kitab. Overall, the term kitab, as is used in the Quran, does not mean physical book or text. No. Oh. So Allah is not the one writing. They changed the word. You have to change the meaning of the word here to write, meaning Allah decrees to determine. Because when Allah is saying, using it for Himself, He can't say, I write. Doesn't work with I write, I inscribe, I write. Surah 2 at 216. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. This is Quran.com now. Where is my Islam? Terrible Shias. Can I go into my Islam? Will I be killed here? Kuteba, right? Fighting. Wow. Qitaluha. Fighting has been written upon you would not be right. Fighting has been enjoined upon you, right? Would it be right? So, kitab doesn't mean a written book, scripture written. Doesn't mean written. The meaning changes. What's it now? Kitab. In this respect, the Quran does not present the kitab as a closed and definable corpus of text, but rather as an ongoing relationship of guidance. Daniel A. Madigan. So when the Quran speaks of itself as kitab, it seems to be talking not about the form in which it is sent down, but rather about the authority it carries as a manifestation of the knowledge and command of God. Have you done analysis on Ismaili Islam? How they take the meaning of kitab and it should be written? From very narrow, just Shias also would not take Ismaili Imam or would, but study it for God's sakes. Keep it in your knowledge. Now, polytheism, let's see if I can find this. According to Ismaili Islam, uh, what is, it's, perhaps I haven't read about on this. Okay. Uh, polytheism in Ismaili Islam. Let's see what the Ismailis say. Uh, um, but do they mean about polytheism like just narrowing down to idol worship? Or like for the polytheists, the no partners with Allah, like if they take someone as partners with Allah, while outward polytheism involves idols only, hidden shirk involves focusing on worldly causes or intermediaries instead of God. No independent gods. No, but what does polytheism contain um, in Ismaili's belief? I should put Ismaili belief. It's difficult to find. Oh my God. Yes, but like leading them to reject attributing distinct e- essences to God's name, like 99 names. What's this? No, Ismailis are strict monotheists. I know that, viewing polytheism shirk as the gravest sin, but their understanding of God's absolute oneness, Tawheed, involves divine simplicity, meaning God is beyond human attributes or concepts, leading them to reject attributing distinct essences um, to God's names, like the 99 names, as potentially leading to polytheism. Is this true? Instead emphasizing God's transcendent unity, and manifestation through creation. Absolute unity. God is one. God's essence is not composed of parts or multiple attributes. Any real distinction within God would imply multiplicity, violating absolute unity. Yes. Attributing distinct meanings of or essences to God's name, like the 99 names, attributing distinct meaning, seen by some Ismaili thinkers like Nasir Khosraw as a form of polytheism because it suggests multiple divine entities. God is beyond all human comprehension, definition, or description. So when God says He is the light of the heavens and the earth, it doesn't mean that He Himself is the light. So we'll need a tafsir on this, Surah Nura, right, from Ismailis. No, Ismailis don't teach polytheism. So on Tawheed, yeah, come back to this. What about the when God says, "I am the light of the heavens and the earth"? So they've given Surah Ikhlas ayat, right? Surah, yeah, say He is God, the unique. God is absolute. He does not beget, nor is He begotten, and there is none like unto Him. So if they would, Henry Corbin on the paradox of monotheism, the real meaning of the phrase God is one was explained by Imam Ali. Before the battle of Jamal, a lowly Bedouin approached him. When God says He is one, but Wahid, right? What about that ayat also? I didn't get. Uh, I actually went against this also. The Ismaili Tawheed, Imam Ali's definition, the absolute transcendence of God to be emphasized, and the Ismaili belief in God to be expounded in association with the general stress on the transcendence of God. So God transcends all His attributes. God is not His attributes. God is beyond matter, energy, space, time, and change. But I wish they would be a little. It is quite simple, but uh, I still don't get it. Like through the that ayat when He says, "I am the light of the heavens and the earth." You see, this is the problem that they. Let's see more. Uh, so this God is very. It's hypothetical, as if it doesn't even exist. And see, without this, right? Since, oh yes, He is what He is, beyond existence, everything. But would it matter to us? Even going to this ayat, Surah, God has decreed mercy on himself. Oh, so he created the soul of his, you see, because without all this, then God for us is useless here, without his attributes and all. For us, he's just a creator. Okay, Allah, the who created, but is beyond creation. Not that he doesn't exist, not that he's hypothetical, but that he exists in his. We don't know how he exists. In what manner he exists, only he knows, and we can't say. We don't know that. So, and when those come to you who believe in our verses, say, peace be upon you, your Lord has. Now, here is your Rabb, right? Why does Allah here say your Lord rather than Allah? Your Allah has. So he says, no, when he says your Lord, yeah, am I not your Lord? Okay, from that ayat. So your Lord has decreed upon himself mercy. This means, let's say, if this means that God, as your Lord, has then created mercy upon his nafs, created the nafs and also created this mercy, the attribute, right? Upon himself, the mercy. You see, he doesn't say he has decreed on for you mercy, for you human beings. Now, this soul is created, right? Maybe this soul could be then the created, your soul. Can it not be? Because it's created. And then the mercy which he has decreed upon his soul, nafs, would be for all the souls, our souls, human souls also. Can it not be? So then we are the himself, the soul, nafs, say, Rabbakum. Not only the Imams or Prophet Muhammad. In this level of the soul, self, nafs, but you see, your Lord, okay, your Lord, even your Lord who says, like, the Lord means master or nourisher, or so whatever the Lord means, right? In Islam, Rab means Allah without being your Lord. So this would also be his description as Lord, his name, Rab, would be also separate from Allah. And so Allah, without this mercy, although He's created everything as a creator, it's nothing for us. Unless He, for us who are sinners, let's say, right? And so the mercy that He who does among you evil in ignorance, then repents from after it. So He would be useless, that Allah, without this mercy on Himself being decreed, would be useless for us who do evil in ignorance, for these people, for these Muslims. So by saying, to know that true, like in that way, by negating, not this, nati, not this, until we get to um, this is not Allah, this is not Allah, this is not Allah, until we get to negating everything in this creation or even His attributes. Do we get to Allah, witnessing Allah? We don't get to witnessing Allah. But we can get to that place where we can say, nothing is like him, right? Nothing is like him, like Allah. Just that place. So we can't even witness Allah. So saying the Shahada. So for us, that Allah is not, is what? Who, which doesn't even, no proof. We can just, through this Islam, as Ismaili Shia, or well, how well they've explained Imam Ali's saying on this, right? On Tawheed, explaining Tawheed of Allah. How well they have gone on explaining, but without it, without all these attributes, what is that Allah to us? So even if we don't say, like he's hypothetical. So this is important. The attributes of Allah are important to us. Not that Allah that we don't even know, we can't even bear witness to. But when he says, who bears witness to him in the Quran ayat, I'm not saying it. How can they bear witness who have knowledge of Allah? How can they bear witness? So angels and those who have knowledge. Let's see this Quran ayat. I hope I'm right. Bear witness to Allah, or maybe I got this wrong. Let me just check. How Allah has put it. Yeah, recheck. I've already done this. Allah Himself is a witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Him. Right? Him. Okay. Except Him. Hawa. Here it's not Allah, right? So Allah bears witness that He, there is no God, illah, except Him. And so do the angels bear witness. And owners of the knowledge standing in justice. There is no God except Him. How can they bear witness to this Him, Hawa? Hmm? Meaning Allah. How can they bear witness? Forget worshipping. When you can't bear witness, Allah. So cut the story short. Surah 3 ayat 18, Ismailis and Shia, Imam Ali, how can they bear witness? Bears witness Allah that there is no God except Him, right? Him, meaning Allah. And since, how can you bear witness? So, but I can understand that you negate, but you cannot bear witness to Him. There is no God except Him and the angels and owners of the knowledge standing in justice. That there is no God except Him. Bears witness Allah that He, Nahu, no, there is God except Him. So do the angels. So taking Imam Ali's Negate, not this. Allah is not this. Allah, yeah. Allah, He, Hawa, La. But then Imam Ali says in Dua Mashlul also, none knows if the Ismailis, I don't think have this dua, right? Mashlul. So how can you bear witness to something like this, Allah? To Him, Allah. The Lord has made you bear witness to Him, right? When he called you from the and said, am I not your Lord? And you said yes in that form, but yes, you are my Lord, right? But how can you bear witness to Hawa, Allah? Dua Mashlul. I can bear witness that there is a Lord, because here, and how can Allah make you bear witness to Himself as Lord and then let you go? Like, how can you bear witness? Inside eyes. Like, can you bear witness to, like, even the moment is not Allah? So, what are you bearing witness to? Just because Allah called you to witness, and then taking Imam Ali's explanation about the Tawheed, meaning you can't, this is not, Allah is beyond this existence. You cannot say, nor with Him is any God but He. There's no God but you, so exalted are you. Did I miss it? Again. None knows. How can you bear witness? Even though He made you bear witness, but that's wrong, right? So your souls become aware of Him, are not in ghaflat. But you know what is bearing with, well, you know what witness is? Shahada. So you have to be present all the time, knowing, witnessing your Lord, witnessing your Lord. I'm going beyond that just now. I'm maybe the Muslims won't understand now. My research, or what is it? None knows where He is. पत्थरों आज मेरे सर पे बरसती. O ever living, O self subsisting. Is Allah ever living? No. I mean, you can't take this attribute. He is somewhere, but we don't know where He is, but we don't know how He exists even. So, O He whom none knows what He is, nor how He is. None knows it. So, how can the Imams get the knowledge? These men who, in the Quran, believers, stand in justice, bearing witness to Allah. O He whom none knows what He is, nor how He is. Hawa, this Allah's Hawa, He. Wala kayfa Hawa, wala aina Hawa, nor where He is, nor in what respect He is but He. Wala haytu Hawa illa Hawa. Right? nor in what respect he is, but he. None knows. Now, meaning no one has knowledge of this. Where he is, in what respect he is, how he is. Surah 18, ayah 20. Bears witness Allah that he, Hawa, yani annahu, that, that he, there is no God except him. And so do the angels, that he bears witness Allah that he, there is no God except him. Okay, I can understand. You can bear witness to there is no God. There's no God. But you can't bear witness to except him, Allah. None knows where he is. So, and so do the angels and owners of the knowledge, ilmi, al-ilmi, right? Standing in justice. That there is no God except him, Allah. Wouldn't that be an assumption? So that cannot be witnessing because you don't have the knowledge in Du'a Mashlul. Oh God. And Imam Ali's explanation of Tawheed of Allah. Tawheed. That there is no God but Allah. But He. So here the Ismailis, sorry, they fail here. Whereas they may have explained better about the kitab, right? Oh my God. Lord would also be a manifestation, a attribute of Him. Taking Imam Ali's explanation on Tawheed, although Imam Ali hasn't said that anything about the only the 99 attributes. So Lord would be that He's your sustainer or something like this. Sustainer? No, Lord meaning Lord Allah, Rab meaning oh, Lord, Master, Owner, Sustainer, or Nurturer, right? And this is an attribute of Allah. But with knowledge, how can you then, because you have no knowledge of that Hawa, bear witness to it? So, whoever you are, the night, the wheat night, yeah, you haven't really, according to Shia Islam, you haven't even understood the word kitab, Ismaili Islam. And there are like foreign non Muslim religious scholars who have studied the semantic and all this of the Quran thoroughly. Yeah. So here you would fail to understand what kitab is. You say it's a book only. And now I have to see both sides as much as I got from the Ismailis. But now here. So polytheism is not even taking Allah's attributes with him, right? Describing, this doesn't describe Allah. These attributes are created for our own good. But there's so much like mercy, like if you take Imam Ali's description of Tawheed. Here, the smileys fail for me. I explained this in detail in some of my live streams earlier, earlier live streams. So, uh, oh, and what? Oz and Khazraj, yeah. Um, where did you get this history from? I condemned the beach event and what more, I suppose. I said I do understand, but not if it's more than around 100,000 Palis, including children being killed. Where is this? Palis. Like recently, children being killed? Who is this? Oh no, there's another. This one. God knows who he is. Palis being killed. Let's look at Palis being killed. God. Where are these Palis being killed? Any Indian? Huh? Oh, Palis. Sorry. Wow. What is this? Are you lying? This person? Oh my God. Where are the Palis being killed? Such a filthy liar. So English is your first language? The Wheat Night? I never said you don't know English. Are you British? Are you American? Are you Christian? What are you now? I made a fair assumption that due to your accent, English may not be your first language. Ah, you made a very correct assumption. And then, which could affect language interpretation. Yeah. And are you a pure Arab? I said this, your first language is Arabic, right? Psychopath. I said this comment in relation to the reading of another verse. My God, this guy is, if he's British and his first language is English, or then it has to also be Arabic, right? I find your comments flattering about being cunning, but I would never do those things you say I could. You've already done it. What you could. No, no, you would. Because that's a Pakistani, a good kid. Saad Aziz. How can we trust you, you Muslims? Potential doesn't matter if you don't have interests or something. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. What's that about Oz and Khazraj? He's removed it? Tallies matter? Where? In your fantasy world? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I'm going to search that out also. Need a lot of time. Who's this Guju? Didn't you give me a hard time the last time? Indian Guju. Oh God, he's Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Papa, why are you Indians coming here? Badnaam kare this. We don't need this nationalism. We don't need this here. This is about Islam. You're worried about your nationalism? Imposing your India upon others? Another Shia is coming here. तुम लोग शिया ऐसे चालाक हो इंडिया को बदनाम करने के लिए आते हो हिंदूज को बदनाम करने के लिए आते हो इतने बेशरम बेहया बदबख्त बेगैरत हो बेहिस हो यू हैव नो मर्सी तुम लोग बस हुसैन पे रो हुसैन का मातम करो this one gave me such a hard time before what is this yeah I'm not an Indian please don't bring your nationalism here ये लोग पागल हैं क्या हैं like lacking in intellect or what or mercy any understanding तुम लोग उल्टे पैदा तो नहीं हो उल्टे तो नहीं पैदा हुए हो अरे बाबा मुझे माफ करो I put my hands together जाओ शिया जाओ इंडिया के शिया माफ करो horse about the horse where's it इसको जय हिंद की परी है वंदे मातरम की परी है अल्लाह ये कितने जाहिल हो गए हैं ये इंडियंस इनको आता भी नहीं है टिकट्स like you go into English celebration you go into आप क्लब्स में जाते हैं क्लब्स उधर भी जाके बोलेंगे मुजरा जाते हैं मुजरा इधर दुबई में मुजरा गए हैं या अपनी कंट्री में शराब भी पीते होंगे, बियर। उधर जाके भी बोलते हैं जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम। ओ, और गुज्जू, गुजराती तुम लोग वो करो ना। इसलिए तुम सब हमारे, नो नो, प्लीज डोंट कॉल अस योर चिल्ड्रन। भारत पाकिस्तान का बाप है। अबे, ले ये क्या नॉनसेंस है। नहीं नहीं, हम तुम्हारे बच्चे नहीं होना चाहते हैं भारत के। तुम लोग किधर जाते हो, इधर नहीं आओ ऐसे, ये कोई तमीज है। और और मिडिल ईस्ट क्या है तुम लोगों के लिए, तुम्हारा, तुम लोग मिडिल ईस्ट के क्या हो? हाँ। हम लोग तुम्हारे नौकर हैं। कुरान doesn't allow me kill single innocent person। जाओ ना, तुम क्या सीखे हो कुरान से? शिया। नॉट इवन फॉर जस्टिस sake। सिंगल पर्सन, इसको तो कुरान भी नहीं आती है, वो के आयत नहीं आती है कि डू नॉट टेक अ लाइफ एक्सेप्ट फॉर अ जस्ट कॉज। हाँ, ये कुरान में अल्लाह ने स्नीकी स्नीकी वे में कहा है, फाइट दोज, एंड इफ दे डोंट become believers, then meaning kill them। सूर्य हशर में कैसे निकाल दिया यथरिब, जूस। तुम लोग, कुरान doesn't allow me to kill a single person, innocent person। I hope he said innocent person. I may have missed it। I still give these people a chance। कितना भी झूठ बोलते हैं, कुरान की आयतों को बराबर नहीं एग्जामिन करते हैं, न जानते हैं। बाबा, माफ करो, माफ करो। हम तुम्हारे बच्चे नहीं हैं। हम भारत के बच्चे नहीं हैं। हम भारत से थे ही नहीं। हम मोहम्मद बिन कासिम से थे। हम आए मोहम्मद बिन कासिम के साथ। हम कहाँ भारत, हम आए भारत में। मोहम्मद बिन कासिम कौन था? भारत ही था। हम सिंध के अरब्स हैं। हम आए, मोहम्मद बिन कासिम हमें लेके आए, हमारे बाप दादा को। नहीं नहीं, बाप नाना को, मदर साइड। वेट, हाँ, ईरानी भी ब्लड है। हम पूरे भारत के बच्चे नहीं हैं, हमारे में ईरानी ब्लड है। हमारे में मोहम्मद बिन कासिम का ब्लड है, वो जो आया था, लड़ाई किया, मारा, मोहम्मद बिन कासिम। अरब। हाँ, वो तो है कि भारत में से पाकिस्तान निकला। लेकिन सिंध को कॉन्कर करने तो मोहम्मद बिन कासिम आया था, हम लोग उससे हैं, मोहम्मद बिन कासिम से। हाँ, वो पाकिस्तान तो आपका है, भारत का है, वो तो सही है बिल्कुल, लेकिन हम आपके बच्चे नहीं हो सकते। यस, आई एम एन एक्स मुस्लिम। 10,860। ओह, दिस इज द, हम भारत के बच्चे कहाँ से हुए? मोहम्मद बिन कासिम के बच्चे हैं। पाकिस्तान तो आपका है। ऑफ कोर्स, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट। Came out of India, and it is India's. Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshis, moments, सलवार के दर्द से सलवार पहन लिया था। Okay, please, can you put in English? क्या क्या, इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेशी मोमेंट्स, सबने तलवार के दर्द से शलवार। हाँ, नहीं, हाँ वो तो सही है जो आप ये कह रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या, कैसे कैसे कह रहे हैं। शिया, गुज्जू, तुम ना शिया हो जाओ, शिया हो जाओ, बहुत गुजराती बहुत शिया है। तुम्हें अभी हम शिया करेंगे। हाँ, तुम देखो इमाम हुसैन का मातम करो, रो। तुम्हें उससे मिलाएंगे, संजय दत्त से मिलाएंगे हम। ब्राह्मण हुसैनी जिसका बाप, आई थिंक। तुम जाओ संजय दत्त से मिलो, ब्राह्मण हुसैनी से मिलो, बिल्कुल तुम ठीक हो जाओगे, तुम्हारा दिमाग ठिकाने आ जाएगा। गुज्जू, શું કરે છે? શું કરે છે તમે? ઠીક છે? તમને a unique Indian। तुम ना, तुम्हें अभी हम हुसैनी करेगा, ब्राह्मण हुसैनी। नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल तुम प्राउड हिंदू हिंदू नहीं हो, गुजराती हो, हुसैनी हो जाओ। हम तुम्हें अभी अभी बदलाएगा, कन्वर्ट करेगा। तुम हुसैनी क्यों नहीं है? हाँ, देखो, ये क्या बोला तुम्हारा, ये क्या बोला? जय सिंह। ओ, तुम्हारा महात्मा गांधी क्या बोला आपका? सॉरी, टॉकिंग लाइक अ पठान। जय हिंद, नहीं नहीं, जय सिंह भटकती रहती हैं। जम जमुना, जमुना हुसैन के नाम पे। तुम्हारा पूरा सिंध है, हुसैन आता पूरा कॉन्कर कर देता तुम लोग। यजीद ने नहीं छोड़ा, यजीद क्या आर्मी ने, राइट? ब्लॉगर, not to go to any blogger in the gave us इधर बोला हिंद में, भारत में सिक्का चलता है हुसैन का। तुम क्या प्राउड हिंदू है, उधर सिक्का हिंद में हुसैन का चलता है, तुमको नहीं पता है? Why you not know? I just know little Gujarati, શું કરે છે? हाँ? है आज भी जमाने में चर्चा हुसैन का। देखो गुजू, नहीं करो ऐसे, हुसैनी बन जाओ। तुम पूरा भारत बोलेगा हुसैन हुसैन। तुम लोग हिंदू हो, मजमा तुमसे गुरु छो, हो मजमा तुम्हें, हाँ जमा तमें सु करू छो। Okay, what does this mean, majma? वो मजमा, like तुम मजमे में आए हो, शू करे छे। Ah, you have come to my majma. Dolphin. What's up, duck? Majma means happy. Ah, मजे में। अच्छा अच्छा, you put it like this in Gujarati. अच्छा, वो मजामा तुम्हें सु करो छो। Me dying, मौत के कुएं में छे। हमें हमें मौत के कुएं में छे। What, is that right? No, that's wrong, I think. How do you say I am in the well of death? I'm in the well of death, about to die. But last time you came here, didn't I? मजे में means happy. So, हूँ मौत के कुएं में छे. In the well of death. Suffocation. I'm in the well of death. Sorry, I just cannot take such people. I don't know why. What is this? वो मजे में छू बोलते बोलते गुजराती में मैं विद्या विद्या हूँ को. Okay. But last time, didn't I? Sorry, I don't remember. Okay. So Hussein che, मजे में छे. हुसैन बनी छे, हुसैनी, और भी मजे में हो जाओ. बेचारा अल्लाह ने ये सब मिटा दिया. लेकिन जय हिंद रखा, वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय. ये बेचारे सीधे साधे, इनको ना इंग्लिश आती है ना कुछ. इंडियंस हैं बेचारे, बैकवर्ड हो गए. Where's that? What they lie. Habibi. That like oh my god, that's like Ali Shah the psycho. I call him. Please don't call me Habibi. That's good. Why do I need to know this? I didn't ask you this. Oh, like you are not backward. I thought you were like you didn't know English at all, or unprogressive. Sorry, I will talk English, speak English. Yes, and you also dress not English. Thank you very much. You have your own business, huh? Very lucky. Please call me sister. Do not talk to me like a Alisha, ex-Muslim psycho. Do not call me Habibi. I'm not your Habibi. I'm not a prostitute here. You understand? Very, very good that you have your own business here. In life, you should never ever break or be dependent on anyone for anything. Always have a business, which my father, yeah, he helped me like with the law thing, but I didn't do the law. Couldn't practice law. Yeah, never ever depend on anyone in life. एक इंडियन मेरे पास आई थी काम करने के लिए वो कह रही थी बेचारी हिंदू कि उधर तो इंडिया में तो कोई किसी का कोई नो केयर नथिंग नथिंग अपना चलाते हैं बस नो ह्यूमैनिटी नथिंग ये वंदे मातरम का आप कह रहे हैं बट आई हर्ड फ्रॉम अ हिंदू लेडी उधर कोई मरेगा भी तो किसी को कुछ परवाह नहीं है ट्रेन के नीचे आ जाए इतने पॉवर्टी स्ट्रिकन बेचारे बच्चे स्टंटेड इतने हैं इतने किसी को कोई परवाह ही नहीं है और आप लोग बोल रहे हैं वंदे मातरम भारत माँ का क्या हुआ क्या आप लोगों ने क्या किया है हाँ ये है कि मत कर माया को हमकार लेकिन इतना पैस लाइक पॉवर्टी स्ट्रिकन में तो नहीं होना चाहिए ना एक आपका गुरु है जो जर्मनी में है Gujarati families, especially those with surname Patel, own a huge portion. Yeah, they're very rich of America's motels and hotels. 4 to 60%. Yes, yes. But then look at India. How much of poverty do you have in India? You see, you rich Gujarati families, you have forsaken, you don't give zakat to India, Indians. Look at the poverty rate in India. Extreme. India's poverty rate in 2025 shows significant decline. Oh, with estimate around 1-2.3% for extreme poverty, below $2.15 day by late 20, though some data suggests up to 5.75 using a increase. Poverty level has declined. This reflects major progress. Oh my God, thank God for this. This means with 171 million lifted from poverty in a decade, though multidimensional poverty index highlights continued challenges. अच्छा अच्छा बिहार. Poverty in India declined sharply. Well, Mubarak aapko congratulations. Starting with pioneers like Kanji Manchu Desai in the 1930s and expanding through community investment and hard work, making them a dominant force in the hospitality industry. Those specific owner, 135 crore plus public stay in India. Just imagine. Starting from pioneers, expanding through. Wow, that's really great. Extreme poverty. Ratio is estimated at only 1% for India. Wow, number of poor are falling in India. This is good news. From extreme poverty. But there's still like poverty in okay. Extreme poverty. Oh, just recently. Wow, that's really good news here. Amazing. Congratulations, India. It's still around 5.75%, down from 27%. Oh. अभी अभी हुआ है, but congratulations, better than never happening like this. So Muhammad bin Qasim, was an Arab military commander in service of the Umayyad Caliphate who led the Muslim conquest of Sindh. So maybe we came from either my father's side from this, but how did they become Shias? My father's side. My mother's side must be from her father, from Ismaili. Ismaili. When did Ismailis come to India? When did Ismailis come to India? 11th to 12th centuries. Bir Sadgur arriving in Gujarat. Oh. Okay, 11th to 12th centuries. Actually, from my mother's side, we were from the Ismailis, Aghanis, I was told. What's your name, Gujarati 05? 50 Bombay. Khoja conversion over centuries, 14. Lohan. Yeah, why don't you become, this, I just read, Ismailis, yeah, why don't you become Ismaili? Because this Hinduism, like you're waiting for your Krishna, the 10th avatar, he hasn't come. He's been ghaib. Until when people suffer, 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 suffer. Not good. So become Ismaili. Apu Patel from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Okay. Why you not become like Ismaili? There, they have a different. They have Imam for every age. Not that human beings suffer, 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 right? Until when the 10th avatar comes. And they will give you avatar also. Ismailis avatar. जस्ट आंखें बंद करके थोड़ा सा ये पढ़ के आंखें बंद करके बिस्मिल्लाह करो इस्माइली हो जाओ हाँ कलयुग not interested why I'm very happy with Sanatan nay nay this is not good you are happy with Sanatan you don't know what you're missing see they don't have mutta or ending I know as the ninth incarnation of Sri Vishnu Lord Shri Buddha they even know about Lord Shri Buddha or Adam approximately 4050 BC. Oh no. Okay, you are happy with Sanatan, okay. क्या करें? Ismaili Shia is better than Sanatan. They will take care of you. Imam is there. They will save you. You will not regret it. I'm pure vegetarian. Yeah, so you can remain a vegetarian. Hmm. Yeah, that is something. Oh, you are pure vegetarian? Like no chicken, nothing, yeah? You don't kill animals? But why not use animals for your food? Sorry, that's really good actually. I'm not, sorry, I'm out of my element. I'm not acting, not being like what my mother brought up. We never force anyone. You never tell anyone. I was just testing you to see what is behind this name. Are you a Shia? Are you hiding? Are you lying? That's why I was acting funny with you. I apologize because I don't have any good Shia coming here also. And maybe there are these Shias coming. Pakistani Shias, oh God, they're just too into this. Maybe if I don't check the ayat, Quran ayat, and just go with the what my religious scholars have said, just should have listened to just majlises, nohas, I would still remain a Shia. I would not have changed the religion. Or I don't even think like what is the essence, like Mullah Sadra, who is God? Don't even yearn for God, like to be in your heart and all this, and just आंखें बंद करके बस become a Shia. कुरान को देखो ही नहीं. पेन होता है कोई किसी को काटा 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 है जिंदा जिंदा एनिमल. अच्छा आप लोग गुजराती जी नहीं यूज करते. यहाँ संस्कृत में जी नहीं, जेड नहीं है. मेरे नाम का तो आप फिर मुझे जारा बोलेंगे. कोई किसी को खाता है खाता है नॉट काटता है खाता है जिंदा एनिमल या काटता है. प्लीज कैन यू राइट दिस इन इंग्लिश. को मत के मरी फैमिली भी बहुत अच्छी है. He loves me so much. But sorry, can you put this in English? I'm having a hard time. Sorry, I can't read this. खाता पेन होता है कोई किसी को खाता है जिंदा एनिमल को मत के मेरी फैमिली. एनिमल को मार के you mean मार के मेरी फैमिली भी बहुत अच्छी है. The last time this Hindu came and I gave him a gali, thinking that he said, this ex-Muslim girl, she's not an ex-Muslim, like dirty hai. And then I apologized because he wrote in Urdu like you. खाते हैं मारते हैं ये करते हैं. I thank God I didn't say here. I thought, oh, they've come, they have come to first say how great they are. And then they start, like psychos against me. ये मुसलमान एक्स मुस्लिम नहीं है, ये डर्टी है, ऐसा. And I called him I was like, I don't want to repeat that. So, लेकिन वो मुझे माफ नहीं कर रहा था, like वैसे. He was actually saying, he said कि वो जो पाकिस्तान में ना ex-Muslims, they have the Muslims who have become ex-Muslims in Pakistan, they cannot say they have become ex-Muslims because they are afraid in Pakistan. Oh God, I thought he was saying ये जो है ना ये ex-Muslim ये डरती है और ये ex-Muslim नहीं है, झूठ बोल रही है, like that. Talking about me rather than talking to me, commenting on me. Killing and eating animals doesn't seem like a good thing. I feel sad that they are also alive like us. Yeah, like us. Yeah, and it's less painful for the vegetables, but still it is painful for the vegetables. They say, but blood doesn't come out, sir. But in their own way, they feel pain, right? Although blood doesn't come out, I heard that even the vegetables feel pain just because they don't have blood and flesh like us. Doesn't mean that they don't feel pain. In their own way, maybe they're feeling a lot of pain, a lot of pain. Don't they have the right to live their life? Don't vegetables have the right to live their life? Fruits? Don't fruits have the right to live their lives? Don't flowers have the right to live their lives? When you pick a flower and take it for puja and all this, separating the flower for puja, doesn't that hurt the flower? You've just separated them from the plant. So I also, in 1989, I was like, "Lo, a leaf falling." I would feel so sad for the leaf, for the separation from the plant, and tuck awas, that it's dropped on the floor. We have this garden, but on the side like a pavement, and then the plant, I would feel so sad. Don't plants have a right to live until they fall, during autumn? ये सब एक और आपको क्या पता? There are sounds that our ears cannot hear. But what do you know? How much pain it gives the vegetables? Don't the flowers have the right to bloom in their own plant on their own plant with their own, like, just on the in the garden or wherever they are, instead of plucking them from? But then I became insensitive, and I started to take roses and this for my principal, right? Don't cockroaches have a right to live their lives that we kill if they come in the room? Don't lizards? If a lizard comes in your room, you'll try to get it out, but if it doesn't go, you might kill it. Vegetables are found in fields, and the case of all animals is different. How do you know it's different? Just because they have blood like you, but the vegetables may feel the pain more, and you don't know how much pain they feel. It seems you perceive it as different found in fields, right? But I'm talking about the pain they feel when you cut them, pluck them, flowers, fruits you pluck from their branch or, the tree. How do you know it doesn't hurt them as much as it hurts when you cut an animal? Huh? Tell me. Are you sure that it doesn't hurt them? as much as maybe it hurts an animal being cut. When they are cut, when you cut them from the fields or from, fruits from the trees, or you pluck them and then you bring that apple home and you eat it or you cut it with a knife. How do you know that that doesn't hurt? In their own capacity, hurting them. Just because you can't hear them scream and out of pain, or you can't see the blood coming out, doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt them. And the wood you take to make furniture and all this, cotton, how do you know it doesn't hurt them in their own thing, state, condition, in their own way? Huh? Just because you can't see it. तारा टूटे सब देखे, दिल टूटे कोई ना देखे. So you see these Muslims saying, one Muslim came, I'm not like what you say, that I have this potential. But look at this, Saad. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show this again. Saad Aziz, right? A terrorist. Graduate, good kid. He was studying in a British system school in Karachi, O levels. Contradictions in evidence. He further argued that the additional evidence of three police officials was full of contradictions, while three reports such as ballistic analysis also failed to establish that the weapon in question was used by Saad Aziz in the commission of the alleged crime. On the other hand, an assistant prosecutor general for the state contended that the empty casings of bullets secured from the scene where Miss Lobo was shot were sent to the Forensic Science Laboratory for ballistic analysis. They stated that the casings had matched with the 0.9 mm caliber pistol, which had also been used in the Safura Goat bus carnage. The prosecutor further claimed that the same weapon was later recovered on the information given by Aziz, adding that the testimonies of the case's investigating officer, he's confessed now. So, but terrorist, good kid. I think Beacon House and Lyceum, he did his A levels. Good, Lyceum, Dawn. Um, From IB graduate to terror suspect. The Sindh Chief Minister thunderbolt. Revelation yesterday, the three well-educated students have been arrested for plotting recent terrorist attacks in Karachi sent shockwaves across the country. As Mr. Qaim Ali Shah disclosed the names of university graduates, Saad Aziz, Muhammad Asfar Ishrat, and Hafiz Nasir for being involved in heinous crimes. Friends and former schoolmates took to Facebook and Twitter to express both horror and disbelief. Saad Aziz, the good kid, that a student from one of Pakistan's finest and most prestigious business schools could become a trained militant who provides funds for terror activities in the city is difficult to understand for many. वैसे ही देखते रह जाएंगे जब ये आएगा ना मारने के लिए इधर या किधर भी पोटेंशियल लगते हैं ये white knight, the wheat knight, sorry. Yeah, and the assertion that Saad Aziz, a BBA graduate from the reputable IBA, Institute of Business Administration, has confessed to masterminding the murder of rights activist Sabine Mahmood has been met with skepticism by former schoolmates. I remember him being a good kid. He played tennis and football. He had a good sense of humor. One of Aziz's former schoolmates, requesting anonymity, owing to the sensitivity of the case, he added that Aziz earlier studied at the Beacon House schooling system, O levels, after which he went on to another elite institution, the Lyceum. Founder of the Lyceum was Mrs. Sherazad Ahmad. We used to call her Sherry in CS, from CS. I met her there she was my history teacher, European history. The Treaty of Versailles. I used to get high marks. Remember photogenic memory of years, 18. Now I don't remember it. I don't know. The Lyceum for his A levels and eventually IBA for his undergraduate degree. What does the Lyceum school say, you know? Another former. We are what? Making students la 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 Lyceum school. So that they become good citizens. Our legacy, the values and ethos of the Lyceum have driven the school since 1987. A legacy of excellence in academics. Find out how to become a member of our community. Start your journey towards becoming a Lyceumite today. Experiential learning outside the classroom, mentoring and college counseling. Fine, yeah. Our community, hear from our alumni and community members about the Lyceum experience. What is their motto? Holistic. The Lyceum is known for its holistic approach to education and unique campus culture. Founded in 1987. Our legacy. Principal's message. Students deciding where to do their A levels. This is a time when you must decide wisely. Those 2 years are precious and a time of self reflection and realization. The environment you choose must be in sync with your hopes and aims. As this is one of those choices that seem more important in hindsight and can change the course of your journey. The Lyceum School is a labor of love. You know, Mrs. Sherry used to tell me, giggling always, giggling always. A tribute to life. The Lyceum School is a labor of love, a tribute to life, an expression of gratitude to God from all those who have played a role in its creation and development.